Morning and welcome to my channel. If you would like to subscribe, you will be more than welcome. Today we are going to make a chef's hat for our dolls. Now the pattern will be available for you to download and print underneath this video. So what I've done is I've taken the pattern and I've put a piece of fabric folded in half like that, and then I just put my pattern on top, pinned it on and cut it out. Okay, and then you've got another piece, and this one has a fold in it, so you need to cut it out so that it is like that, and you want to put that one on a fold and cut it in half and have it like that to start you off. Okay, and then you want to take that piece of fabric once you've done it and fold it in half and iron it. Okay, so once you've done that, what you need to do is to take this piece of fabric and we're going to stitch all the way around with a tacking stitch. And just a second ago I had a needle here. Where's my needle gone? There it is. Okay, so we're just going to run a tacking stitch all the way around. Now you can do this on the machine if you want to, but I thought I'd show you just how easy it is just to do it. Just basically, you don't even have to have a knot in it. Just do big stitches all the way around the outside of your circle. You're going to go right the way around. It's quite quick to do it this way, so I'm just going to show you how I do it. That's one. Pull that one through. Make sure you don't pull the end through. You can put a knot in it if you like this, if you feel safer with the knot. Like that, and there we go. We're just going to keep going around until we get to the end. So I've just finished off stitching it all the way around. I'm just going to pull my thread out, so you should have something which looks like this. Where's my other piece of thread? Check that it's not gone inside. There we go. So I've got both of my pieces of thread there. Okay, the one thing I was going to say to you is make sure you've got plenty of thread when you're doing it, because you don't want it to come unraveled. And all I'm going to do, just to make sure mine doesn't come unraveled, is grab the two ends. Don't have to do this, it's just something I like to do, is just grab the two ends and tie a knot, and I just find that stops the whole thing coming unraveled whilst I'm working on it. As near to the end of the thread as you can get it. Alright, so I've just done a little knot there just to stop that coming unraveled. Okay, there you go. So you've got that. Make sure you put your pins, your needle away. Okay, I'm going to take our next piece. This is the piece which is going to go on your doll's head, so we're going to measure our doll's head. So here we have Audra, and she's all looking lovely in her new outfit, so we don't want to get it dirty, and she doesn't want to muck her hair up whilst she's working, so we're just going to work out the size of it. So it needs to come here, and we need to put it so that you need to be able to make sure that when you stitch it up, it's not going to be too loose and not going to be too tight on her head. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up and place it around her head, and we're going to work out where that should be. So you want it to be about, looking about ½ an inch, I think, on Audra. Now it's going to be different on every doll you've got, because some of your dolls are going to have much more hair. Some, maybe say Haven, who's got a lot of curls, might have a much bigger head than Audra. And all the dolls, because of the different modes, have got different size heads. So you want to be able to get it on and off without it being too loose. I'm just going to pop a pin underneath where my where it went. Okay, and I'm going to pin that like that down through there, and then I'll pop another one just there, and then I'm just going to stitch straight across here. Okay, so as you can see, I've given you plenty of room so that you can get in there and stitch across there, stitch it, because as I say, you might have different sized dolls' heads, so you can then get in there and stitch that to the right size. So I'm just going to stitch it straight across. You can go back then if you want to and just try that on your doll and check that is the right size. And I would suggest that you go back and try that on their head, because mine was too snug, so I had to do it again. So you can see I did this line here, and I've just done another line there just to make it slightly wider on the band. Okay, so I've got it here. I know what I need to do. So I'm going to gather it in so that this actually will fit inside of my band. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to place where the knot is onto the edge here. So you need to have right sides together. So I'm just going to place it in there like that and join those two edges up. We're just going to go all the way around with you gathering it, just gathering it around until you get it so it's the same size as your brim of the hat. You can start putting pins into it just to hold it in place, and then if you find once you've got there, you can always take them out and make sure you've got enough gathers in, so you've not got like just gathers in one area. You need the gathers to be in all the way around it. When I get around here, can you see I've got a lot more gathers, so I'm just going to make some more gathers in it, and I'm going to take some of those pins back out and put some have more gather in it as I go around. So just make sure that you've got your gathers evenly, and the other thing you want to do is be able to pull it and make sure that those gathers have not made that hat too tight. Okay, so now we're just going to work around the hat and do a straight stitch all the way around. Go on, do a tiny back stitch, and then we're going to move around all the way around the hat, keeping it at that 1/4 of an inch. There we go. And go all the way around. And you just want to finish off with a quick back stitch, okay? Okay, so just go around and remove any long ends you might have, and then turn the whole thing so you've got your little puffy bit up inside like that. And then we're going to take this piece here. This is going to be for our inside piece. So let's turn it inside out. And we're going to take this piece of the fabric. I'm going to fold it down. And we're going to fold it so that it's got a small fold on it. Let me get it straight first, sorry. Right, so you're going to get it like that, and then you're going to take it and you're going to just fold it just a tiny piece. I'm going to place a pin in there all the way around with that just folded under, just like that. So you see, you're just going to fold a tiny piece under, and you're going to take a pin and you're going to pop it in there like that. I'm going to go around and do that all of the way around your hat. So I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you realise when we were putting it on, there is my stitching, and I've put that one on about 1/4 of an inch above where my line of stitching is, and then I folded it. What we're going to do now is we're going to come in and we're going to just stitch here in the ditch so that you won't see those stitches too much. So I'm not going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to come along and I'm going to stitch just in there like that. If you can see, that needle is just in that, going in between this line on this side and this line on this side, and we're going to go all the way around, taking our time and making sure we take those pins out very carefully as we get to them. Okay, I'm going to go around very slowly, keeping it in that ditch, and then when I get to a pin, I'm just going to slide my pin out from underneath. Keep it laying nice and flat. I'm just going to go all the way around just like that, okay? So when you get to the end, just go over where you've just stitched and do a few back stitches. And there you go, and that should finish it off lovely. Okay, slide it out, and then trim off those long ends, turn it the right way around. And there you have your little hat. And there she is. She's got her little hat on. Hopefully you can see that, and she's got her oven glove on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.